Did you know that your reality is trying to prove you right 24/7, 365? So whether you have good, empowering, uplifting thoughts or bad, disempowering, limiting thoughts, it doesn't care. It is just trying to prove you right all the time. So the thoughts that you have, the beliefs that you hold, the assumptions that you presume, the expectations that you have, the identity that you hold for yourself, that is what is being proven right in your reality right now as we speak. So if your reality is trying to prove you right 24/7, then our job is to start to change the beliefs and identity around that area so that we can start to have what it is we desire. And to do that, you need to start closing the belief gap and the identity gap between your current belief system and identity and your desired belief system and identity. Because as soon as you start to believe and have conviction that you can and will manifest what it is you're looking to manifest, it will start to unfold actually. And so there's a level and a scale that we're going to start to climb to build our belief and our conviction in the area of our desire so that we start to lower the resistance in that area and start to attract it in much more effectively. What is your belief system right now in regards to your desire? What do I believe and know in every cell of my body in regards to money, relationships, my career, losing weight, whatever it is for you? And I want to just give you a quick example so that you know exactly how it's going to play out, right? So last week, I was talking to my aunt at my son's birthday party, and we were talking about manifesting. And she said, Tony, I always seem to make 300 or 350 bucks at the casino. No matter how hard I try to make more, I always tend to take home 300 bucks with me. And so even if she wins 1,000, she'll continue playing until it goes down to about 350 or 300. And so we started talking about this and I started to explain this to her. I said, well, your level of conviction and belief that you're going to leave the casino with 300 or 350 bucks is overshadowing any other possibility right now for you. Her reality just inevitably proves her right every time she goes to the casino because coming in, she's got 100% conviction that she's going to take home 300 bucks. So I said to her, let's just say we can get that same level of conviction and belief that you're going to take home $1,000. And then I told her, if you can do that, it's going to happen. And so we were laughing, we were having fun, it was kind of a lighthearted conversation. But it's true. This is the limiting factor that's preventing people from getting what they want. Their level of belief and conviction isn't as high as it needs to be. And so I've had so many clients over the years, and I've been helping people manifest more stuff into their life and more things and people over the past nearly decade here. And the one common denominator is no matter what that person's belief system or identity is, their reality is playing it out exactly how they think. It is literally proving them right every single time, whether it's good, whether it's bad. And I've worked with tons of different people. Very, very good, very, very bad. This person that believes that they're always going to be alone, that they can never meet the right person, or that they've never had money and they never will have money, they struggle the most because that's what they wholeheartedly believe. And that's what their conviction is maxed out with. And that's what continuously plays out for them. So now that you know the game we're playing here, now is your chance to start to challenge your belief system and raise your conviction level to that of what you desire. And I'll share one more quick example because this happens all the time. We have some friends that go out to eat at a restaurant and they have very powerful beliefs and convictions that the waitress or waiter is going to mess up their order. And 9 times out of 10, what ends up happening? They get the order wrong. And so it comes to pass. But is this just bad luck? Is this just a coincidence? Is 300 bucks all my aunt is destined to make and take home at the casino? No, not at all. It's just that their reality is proving itself out. It is literally playing out in direct correlation with their level of belief and conviction in the thing. I hope you're starting to feel me here because this is going to change your manifestation game forever. So in other words, whatever you have 100% conviction in is what is going to manifest. And it may not happen 100% of the time, but 9 times out of 10, that thing is going to manifest. And the more powerful you feel about it, the faster and more inevitably it comes in. And I've seen this with so many clients and in my own life. This is how it works. I am about to share with you the most powerful tool I've ever come across. Much more powerful than anything I've ever read from Neville Goddard, Abraham Hicks, Florence Scovel Shinn, all these manifestation experts and gurus who give you amazing, great advice, but all roads end up leading to what I'm about to share with you. And if you can just get right to it, you don't have to do all these other modalities or techniques. You could just get yourself right to the root cause and start to change it right now. So the real question is, in regards to the area of life that you're trying to manifest some better result in, what are you convinced is true about it? So about making more money, about your ability to meet the right person or have an amazing relationship or lose lots of weight. What are you convinced is true about that area right now? Because whatever you're convinced is true about it is linked to a very powerful subconscious mechanism in your brain that is literally predicting and dictating the results you're getting right now. In essence, your brain has what's called a prediction model about every area of life. And this prediction model has been formed over the course of your entire life. It's been based on your environment, and your parents have helped contribute to its programming, those around you, your friends, your family, your teachers, people you've believed and have accepted as truth have contributed to the programming of your prediction model and has ultimately led to the programming of your beliefs and your current identity. And so if there's a certain area of life right now that you don't like the results in, don't worry, because all that means is your prediction model is simply running an outdated program that you may or may not have ever known was even being programmed into you and is essentially based on a reality that you don't wish to have anymore. And so now that leads me to step number 1 is you're going to challenge your current identity, belief system, and prediction model and start letting go of the old and start to accept a new one. So you have to make this energetic contract and shift before anything significant changes. Because right now, your prediction model is kind of set in stone. It's like, okay, this is my current level of truth and reality. And until I'm proven wrong, I'm going to continue abiding by it until I have better proof otherwise. And that's exactly what we're going to do, actually, because how to change your beliefs, your identity, and your prediction model is through evidence. It only updates when it has new evidence that proves the new model is more accurate and more right than its current model. How do we do this? Well, there's a scale. There's a belief scale, and it's what I call the manifestation conviction level. And the name of the game is you must prove the current system wrong and prove the new system right. And once you apply this for yourself, there's no going back. Because quite honestly, you have to burn all the bridges, all of your previous preconceived notions, beliefs, convictions. We've got to let go of them, and we've got to start adopting, believing, and building conviction in the new model. And until you do that sufficiently, you're going to continue manifesting at the same level you always have. So in other words, you must prove your current beliefs wrong and prove your new beliefs right. You have to prove your current model wrong and start to prove your new model more right. The idea here is we're not going to be doing affirmations or visualizing or anything like wishing and hoping that things change. We're literally going to start to provide real, tangible evidence of the new reality, the new possibility, and increase its probability that it's going to happen in your life more so than the current that's playing out. Because once your belief system and your prediction model and your identity actually proves the current model wrong, it has no choice but to instantly update and now accept and adopt the new belief system, the new identity, and the new prediction model. So let me give you another real life example of how this happens for people. Let's just say like when you were a kid, you thought that 2 + 2 = 3. But then someone actually corrected you and said, oh, well, 2 + 2 = 4 actually, not 3. Well, in that moment, when you were proven wrong, essentially, you now understood that 2 + 2 = 4. And now you had no shadow of a doubt that was real and true for you. From that point forward, you now accepted 100% that 2 + 2 = 4. You never questioned it again. That's what we're trying to get to with these beliefs that we're talking about here. We are running these programs 24/7, not even realizing that there's this upper limitation or current level of truth that is playing out for you right now. And we just have to prove it wrong and accept and adopt a new level of truth for ourselves. So let's just say right now in your life, you've only ever made $80,000 in 1 year, and you want to start making $100,000, 6-figure, $200,000 and more. Well, right now, your prediction model, it's predicting how much money you're going to be making, is set to $80,000 per year right now. So no matter how hard you try to work, no matter how hard you try to make more money, something seems to self-sabotage and bring you back down to $80,000 a year or right around your current level, okay? We have to start to prove it to ourselves that we can have more money. We don't have to be at the same level we've always been at. In other words, we have to start to change our prediction model of what we're going to expect moving forward. And so to do this, you say, okay, no matter what I've made or no matter what result I've gotten up until now, I no longer wish to have this, and I now wish to have this level of result. And now all you're going to do is you kind of are making a decision, a powerful decision, a declaration that you're no longer going to have the same results over and over again. We're going to start to create a new result. From there, now we have to strategically raise our belief level and our belief system that we can have this new reality. And not only that we can, but that we will have it. That it is more true, it's better serving than the old one, and that it is inevitably going to happen. More so than our current and past reality and prediction model. Okay. So in other words, we have to sell ourselves 100% on this new prediction model, belief system, and identity before it actually starts to come to pass for us. Before our brain in reality starts to prove that out for itself over the old one. So there's going to be a period of time where you're kind of in this weird limbo mode between the two possibilities. But as you keep moving towards this new possibility, like in my aunt's case, right? Instead of taking home $300 from the casino, we're going to take home $1,000 from the casino. It's going to be a level of conviction in our body that every cell of our body is aligned to. That's what you got to get to. Once you do that effectively, there's a knowing, there's an innate knowing in your body that this is going to happen. There's no doubt, no worry, no fear. You don't even care how it's going to happen. It's just you know it in your body, in every cell of your body, that it is going to happen. This is the manifestation conviction level that we're trying to build. And you can do this in any area with anything. You literally can do this and sit down. And this is like the next step is you're going to convince yourself that this is more right for you right now. You can close the book, the chapter on your old results and your old identity, your old beliefs. They served you, you thank them, and you let them go. From here on out, we're going to start to foster new beliefs, a new identity, and a new, more accurate truth in our life around that area. And so literally all you're going to do is sit down and write out 10 to 20 examples of why this is more right and more true for you moving forward. And you don't even have to come up with your own evidence. You can simply find other people that have done it that will help prove it to you that it is possible for you and that you could also do it too. In my aunt's case, right? If she could just come up with 10 to 20 people who have made $1,000 at the casino or won $1,000 at the lottery and literally just prove that it is not only possible, but it's absolutely possible for her to have the $1,000 and to win $1,000. It's easy. It's inevitable, right? You've got to get to the level of of course it's going to happen. Of course this is happening. When you're there, watch you go to the casino and you win $1,000. It's not a coincidence. It's not that you just fostered good luck, although you kind of did. It's actually just your belief system playing itself out. That's what's happening in your life right now in every area. So until you do this for yourself though, no amount of affirming or visualizing or brainwave audios can actually convince your subconscious mind. You're too smart for that. It's already accepted a truth and reality for you. You must actually challenge it and confront it and actually deliberately change it and accept a new possibility and then work towards increasing its probability. In other words, this model, this idea can shift instantaneously, and it all comes down to you're just making a new decision and a new declaration for what you're going to accept moving forward. You've adopted a new level of identity, belief system, and prediction model that now better matches your goal, dream, or desire. When you do this, watch it start to unfold. The moment you do this, it can actually unfold instantaneously or within the next few days. And that's kind of what we're trying to get to with this idea here on today's video, is you must raise your level of conviction to that of it's of course. Of course it's going to happen. Of course I'm going to take home $1,000 from the casino. Of course I'm going to make 100,000 or 200,000 in my business. Of course I'm going to meet Mr. and Mrs. Right. Of course I'm going to lose the weight. So let me bring you to the last check-in here. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your level of conviction that you can and will have your desire or that which you're trying to manifest? If it's still a 7 or 8, you've got some work to do. You've got to sit down and you've got to get it to a level 10. It has to be. You've got to be fully aligned with it. There must be zero doubt. zero resistance, zero counterproof, zero counter intentions, zero conflicting beliefs, zero caring about how it's going to come in. You have to just get yourself to that level of conviction that it is undoubtedly happening. It's undoubtedly unfolding. Doesn't matter how. It's just going to happen over the next couple days, maybe tomorrow, maybe at the end of the week. It doesn't even matter. We just are moving forward in our life from that level of conviction. That's what we're shifting. So listen, if this sounded good, but you're still kind of struggling to make more money and you'd love to get some help with this, I have a new program that will help you actually strategically raise your abundance, money, and wealth ceiling over the course of 7 days. This is one of the most powerful and coolest things I've ever put together, and it will strategically help you raise your money ceiling over the next 7 days, and it guides you through on letting go of your old ceiling, letting go of the old beliefs and old identity that you've been carrying around for too long, and start to strategically adopt with real evidence, real tangible evidence that proves it to your prediction model and your belief system that this is more true for me moving forward than my old system was. And then once it happens, you let go of the old system, you adopt a new one, and now from that point forward, you're operating at a new level. You now can manifest much more into your life, much more money, wealth, and abundance. I call it the Abundance Accelerator. Check it out in the description. There's a link to it and it's highly discounted right now because I'm trying to get it out to a lot more people and help a lot more people break through this money limitation because I actually struggled with it for many years and I don't want to see other people struggle the way that I did with it. It was one of the last things I was trying to shift for myself and successfully did it. And now I want to share it with other people because it was the only thing that worked for me. I tried affirmations, visualizing, subliminal audios, wealth frequency programming, different brainwave entrainment audios, the abundance frequency of 888, and all these other hertz that you try to get into the abundance waves and frequencies. Listen, those can work, but until this shifts, nothing really sticks. I'm here to tell you. I struggled for many years before I landed on this, and this is why I'm sharing this with you, is this over the next 7 days will strategically raise your money ceiling and your abundance ceiling permanently. You can't go back actually. Once you get rid of one and you adopt a new one, now that's what you operate from. And you can continuously do this, by the way. Keep raising it up to the level that you now want to operate from. Millions of dollars, billions of dollars. There's no limitation except for the ones that you've accepted in here as truth. You can challenge them at any given moment in time, and until you do actually, nothing significantly will change for you. So if money's been a struggle for you for many months, many years, many decades, right? Check out that Abundance Accelerator. I promise you it's one of the coolest things you'll ever go through. Super simple program. You need about 10 to 20 minutes a day to raise your ceiling forever. So powerful. But this will work in any area of your life. Just sit down and provide your brain with real tangible evidence of this new reality for yourself. Prove it, even if it wasn't you, prove it with other people who've done it. Write it down and actually look at those people, their stories, whatever, however that played out for them. Use that as real tangible proof that not only is it possible, but of course it's possible for you. Why wouldn't it be? You're human, right? We're all human here. We're all living the same type of life's experience here. Why not you? Why couldn't you be abundant? Why couldn't you lose as much weight as you want to lose? Why couldn't you heal your body? Other people are doing it. That's what we want to get to. So listen, with that, hope this serves you amazingly well, and I'll see you in the next video.